Hi everyone and welcome back to another video with me Shruti. You're watching Livingourascension. So for today's video, I just want to deliver a message that came through and I'll just be reading it out without really explaining that much. And the subject is the confluence of the Mahatma beings. This is something that's happening now at for people who are going through their ascension process especially would be able to relate to it. And yeah, so I would just like to invite you to just open your hearts and receive the message for what it is. You don't have to try and make much sense of it at the moment, with the mind. Just open the heart and allow light to, this light to just come in fully. Confluence of the Mahatma beings. A last piece of the puzzle is coming to the fore with regards to living from our Mahatma light. It's one thing having activated this level of being, even though activating this level of service in itself is a rarity. But even after the initiate embodies this level of being, they are still always in the process of growth and self-mastery. While before the focus of mastery was how to master oneself and come into the highest embodiment, after full self-realization, the focus of mastery becomes about how to master service, how to fully sustain oneself from the light, and be an example to others of the same. We are being asked to take so-called risks now. If you try to do something that seemed safe, because it's been tried and tested in the physical world, and yet you couldn't find the motivation in you to go after it, this is a sign now that there is yet another piece of the puzzle coming to us. At this time, it is coming from our Mahatma self, the part of us that remembers being a being of Christ-level service, and more so, adding our light to a pool of consciousness where many masters each mix their light and wisdom as a collective pool, so that any being who is ready to activate Christ-level service on the planet can draw from this pool of consciousness and serve in unprecedented ways. What we are mastering then is drawing from this pool of consciousness and bringing this collective light into the denser realms, the energy realms, and allowing it to take the energetic and then the physical form that it wants to manifest in. The thing about serving the light from simplicity is that one just acts as a portal. That while they are noble aspects of ourselves at one level, at this ultimate level, there is no self involved, no mind involved, or even heart involved. One just becomes the I exist. And therefore consciousness can flow through as it wants, through the universal heart and mind, as a greater existence through this human portal. The consciousness of master beings, great beings, or as we call them, Mahatma beings, then flows through this free portal. There's a meeting of the Mahatma beings happening now. Whether they are ones in spirit living through you, or in some cases coming together in the physical as two free portals. At the Mahatma level, at this level of the Mahatma light, which is often said to be white gold in nature, when two beings channel it, it will be felt as one thought or one consciousness received at the same time by both beings holding the Mahatma frequency. Imagine two or more great ones coming together, like the Buddha and the Christ, working together to create something. Such a high level of frequency is not always needed, but is occurring now. It is yet to be seen what purpose this serves in the now. So for the purpose of this video, I don't want to further explain what this message was. I got the guidance to just let it be as it is and to be received in the heart for what it is, without really any embellishments. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and you can visit my blog if you would like to work personally with me. I have all kinds of personal services, and I also channel messages like this individually for people for their journey. And also let me know in the comments below if this message resonated with you and what's happening. You know, when I receive this message, because first it flows through me, so it always has something for me as well, and not just, you know, for those that I serve through the work that I do. But you know, there was like this recognition that came through, and all the puzzle pieces hadn't come together. So that's the first level. You know, usually when new light comes through, it'll ignite some sort of remembrance in us, and then it'll flow through, and you know, through the energy realms, consciousness first comes in, you know, becomes energy, and then becomes something physical through us. So everything might not make sense at that more physical level, you know, at first. That's why it's important to just, you know, receive the message as it is, you know, within full surrender and openness. So I also have more meditations that are related to this level of being, because this, you know, this is a very high level frequency that's being activated now. So I'll be having some meditation videos coming up as well. So please subscribe to this channel if you would like to receive more like this. And that's it from me for now. I'll see you in the next one.